thoughts and feelings.
Tammy Daybell's family may come to the podium.
At each other, Sheriff.
Okay. Yep. Bring on all the questions. There's so much. All right. We're going to have the Daybell family. Yeah.
No, you're welcome. We're probably just going to make a brief comment. I won't answer any questions today, but my family is really grateful for the care that the judge and the prosecution and those in the law enforcement here in Idaho and the care that they took in doing this case, and we're really grateful for the outcome that came from it, and we're so grateful for the public support, but we're still grieving the loss of our mother this summer, so we appreciate your well wishes, and I'm just really grateful for what the verdict was for today, the sentencing, so thank you.
Thank you, Samantha.
Vicki, anything you want to say?
I just want to echo what Samantha just said. All along, our hope, the work that we put in, the communication, the family was always about getting justice for Tammy. We obviously love JJ and Tylee too, and we were pretty confident that they would get a fixed life sentence for her. But the fact that the judge saw that fitting for Tammy just is the icing on the cake for us. Like she mentioned, we are still in mourning for my sister, and we can feel her, and we know that justice was done. So thankful for the judge, the prosecutors, every detective and administrator, everybody that worked so hard, and the people that had to see things that should never be seen. We pray for you, like we pray for ourselves, that we will someday not see them anymore. And yeah, we're done. Lori, we are done with Lori. She is no more. Next time.
You got your mic on?
Yep, just turned it on.
Thank you, everybody. Great. Thank you so much.
Vicki, do you want to say anything in response to Lori's statement in court about Tammy's family?
I don't have to do this. I have
Hey, Choice. Guys, good afternoon to you. We're at the Fremont County Courthouse. I'm trying to be respectful as the family of Tammy Daybell is just wrapping up their statement right now, but we just walked out of the Fremont County Courthouse about 15 minutes ago. The big question today was if Lori Vallow was going to speak in the courtroom to the judge before her sentencing, and we got that answer. You could hear a pin drop after hearing a little bit of a gasp from the gallery as she decided to speak after her defense gave its recommendation. It was fascinating because we never heard Lori Vallow speak to the public besides recorded phone calls that we've heard throughout the trial. Lori Vallow says that Jesus knows her. You'll hear a little bit of that soundbite in just a moment. She said that her kids, JJ and Tylee, visit her as spirits. She said that Tammy Daybell was a friend of hers and that she also visits her, and that they are very busy and happy in the spirit world. She clearly believes what prosecutors say, that she had basically carried on through this whole case, this thought of the doomsday beliefs, the end of times, and identifying dark spirits and leading the 144,000 into the end of the world. She said that there were no murders that happened in this case, and that this was all some misunderstanding, basically, and that she believes that heaven is her home, and she had a near-death experience when she was giving birth to Tylee. There was so much that was said in the courtroom after we heard 5 very powerful victim impact statements from loved ones of these murder victims. In the end, 3 consecutive life sentences without the possibility of parole for these 3 first-degree murder charges, and then the rest of the murder conspiracy charges and grand theft will run concurrently. But I want you to hear what Lori Vallow, the so-called doomsday mom, had to say to Judge Stephen Boyce. Take a listen. Let the bite play. We'll get him in time. I'm turning off my mic right now.
Given Janine Harrop of HUD. Janine is local. Rexford, who's been there, she's been in charge.
Right now you can see Woodcock giving one of these Rexburg, East Idaho residents a hug. Obviously this community has grown very close to the Woodcocks. The grandparents of J.J. Vallow, Kay Woodcock, is on the steps right now. She made a very emotional victim impact statement, and right now we'll hear from Larry Woodcock, I expect, as he comes up to our makeshift podium here.
Was here.
I do too.
He could tell me how stupid I am.
He'll be telling you. He'll be talking soon.
Can I clip this on you, Larry?
Sure.
Larry, what does this feel like right now?
As of right now.
Could you step a little closer there?
Sure. Can everybody hear me now? First of all, I want to thank the unbelievable service of the district attorney, his office, the attorneys that represent this county, the people in this county, the people in Rexburg. It's amazing. This has been a long, hard 4 years. I think that we all knew the evidence was there, but if you think that I didn't worry, if you think that our family didn't worry, until the moment Judge Boyce said basically 3 consecutive life sentences, you're wrong. I was shaken, literally physically shaken inside. My stomach feels like a Mack truck rolled over it. And I can tell you right now, I just want to get past this. It's time for healing. That is the one statement that I will agree with that the defense attorney said. It's time to heal. It's time to get past this. It's time for us, to everybody, to look out for everybody else. If you see something bad, say something. We owe nothing to anybody. We owe everything to our children, our grandchildren, our friends, our neighbors. We owe everything. How simple would this have been if somebody would have just simply stood up and say, this is enough of this bullshit. This is enough. We're not talking about murdering people. We're not talking about people dying.
All right, Larry Woodcock, JJ's grandfather, obviously he is very emotional right now. And again, Lori Vallow sentenced to basically 5 life sentences without parole, 3 of them consecutively.
Yeah, and of course we apologize for the expletive there, but you can imagine the emotion that this grandfather is feeling after 4 years of this roller coaster for the family. So of course we'll bring you more on this, more on what he has to say, more from Justin, of course, who has been through this case the entire time. We'll do that on later editions of Fox 10. Let's get you to this. A palm tree fire in Phoenix leading to the discovery of a body. 2 palm trees catching on fire near 19th Avenue and Bethany Home Road. We can tell you the flames, they spread to this house where the crews found a man's body inside. It is not clear exactly how he died, but police say there is no evidence at this point of foul play. Parts of the valley seeing some monsoon activity overnight. You can see in this video, ADOT here, the camera.
Gives me ability and out of the kindness of his heart to allow me to go to heaven. I know without a doubt JJ is there, Charles is there. These are good people. And I imagine Tylee has got 1,000 friends already. And if they have cellular, I can well assure you her phone is full. God bless her. God bless everybody involved in this. I don't know what we would have done without the unbelievable support that y'all have offered. For that, I am absolutely and eternally proud, loved. I love y'all, and I just want to restate it. Please pray and continue to pray for the lives that were lost. Please pray, continue to pray for the next trials. Guys, we have 3 trials to go. 3 trials.
And we'll be there with you.
And we've got to finish this. We cannot stop. This has got to continue. More convictions, more life sentences without the possibility of parole. And in one person's case, unless they change it, the death penalty. At this point in my life, I am mad. This was senseless. And if he gets the life, if he gets prison, that's fine. If he gets the death penalty, so be it. I'll be the one to turn the switch on. I'll be one to pull the bullet in his heart. Because they killed 3 innocent children. Two, oh my God.
I know what you mean.
2 innocent children, 3 people. And guys, we all know there's more than that. This isn't about Tylee and JJ. There's other murders. For that, I hope they pay the dearest price, the highest price. I will take life sentences without the possibility of parole consecutive. It's what we prayed for. It's what we got. Thank y'all. Thank y'all.
Larry, what was it like when you heard Lori talk in court today? What was it like when you heard Lori talk in court today?
Okay, I'm going to give y'all the coon-ass version. That was a bucket of shit. That's all it was. Guys, I don't mean to offend you, but it's just, it's a bucket of poo-poo. How about that? Y'all can maybe put that on camera.
Kay, did you want to say anything?
I'm talked out. I'm good. I'm very pleased. I am. I guess I should say I'm very pleased with the verdict. Not the verdict. The sentencing.
The sentencing.
And I couldn't have asked for. We got everything we asked for. I believe.
We did. Absolutely.
And so it's all good. I'm happy Judge Boyce could see through her BS that she and her angels and all that, and her near-death experience when she had Tylee. Never heard that story before.
Yeah, that's another
But
make-up
I don't know
story.
if it didn't happen. Just saying, I never heard it before.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's all.
And I can guarantee
we can
y'all
ask for
this:
more.
Tammy was not in her dreams. She was
Yeah.
not friends with Tammy.
Yeah.
Kay, can I follow that up with, you made a very powerful victim impact statement, and you talked about how much you love JJ, carrying him in your arms. To hear Lori sit there and say that you came to her and told her she did nothing wrong, how hard was it for you to control yourself in that moment?
Not hard at all, Justin, because anything that comes out of her mouth
It's
is
a
a
lie.
lie. So there was nothing she could have said today to upset me or anything more. I'm done giving her control. It's over. Well, I'm walking out of here. I'm good. I'm happy. This is as good as it'll get. We'll never have JJ. We'll never have Tylee back again. But or Tammy's family won't have her back. But this is the closest thing we can get to satisfaction. And you know, so next is, you know, next I'm already thinking about Arizona and Charles's trial and Chad's trial in April. So, you know, and then we have Brandon's too down in Arizona. So we still got a lot to do. We're still on the courtroom circuit, I guess that's what you could say. So.
Can I ask something, Kay?
Sure.
I remember you telling me once, you said that Charles would have said to you, take care of the children first, then worry about me. What do you think he's thinking now?
He's like, yay, y'all, everybody did it collectively. It was great. Wouldn't have been any happier, and he would have said, okay, well, I'm ready. You know, now it's my turn. Because yeah, he absolutely was the gentleman that he truly was. So absolutely, women and kids first, and then take care of me later, and that's what we're going to do.
I can also say this, and I hope everybody paid as close attention to Lori as I did, if you had the opportunity. During her quote presentation,
rant? Not a rant.
Yeah, her line of BS. She said that people all came to her, JJ, Tylee, Tammy. Did anybody notice she didn't say Charles?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Think about that.
Yeah.
When Kay said Charles's name, every time a prosecution, the DA, a witness, anybody that spoke, she constantly shook her head, no, I'm not guilty. No, I didn't do that. Did anybody notice that she didn't shake her head at Tylee? Did anybody notice that she only shook her head to try to play to the camera when the photographer was taking pictures? She's guilty, guys. There is no other way to say this. She is guilty of what she was found guilty of. And I just want her to understand that none of us believed her cock and bull story. That was pathetic. It was almost pathetic as what the defense attorney started saying. Look, I like the guys. They have a job to do. And I told them the first day, you've got a job to do. I want you to do the best that you can. I want the court to decide what is right, what is righteous. They've all done that. So I think it's just so important that you have to look at the details. You've got to look at the little things that occurred today, and you have to reflect. None of her reflected not guilty. Not one word, not one gesture. Oh, I'm getting tired. And nothing. It was, I'm guilty, I'm guilty, I'm guilty. You got to have mercy. She showed absolutely zero mercy to the victims. Why should she be given mercy? There is no such thing as mercy when I say something about her. I love JJ, I love Tylee. I didn't know Tammy, but she had to be an amazing woman. And to everybody that she has affected, that inmate Laureen has affected, I wish you nothing but prosperity, health, wisdom. Move on from this. We're going to try to. I once and said out here that I opened my mailboxes on this big wall, and I have to put things in, things that I've seen all my life. Sometimes you can't unsee them and you can't unhear them. Today, Lori's mailbox has been locked. As far as I'm concerned right now, she does no longer exist. I will not mention her after this. I will not give her any credence for anything she's ever done. She's hurt too many people. And Chad, you are next.
Woo! Yes.
Jared, where's Jared go? Jared. Jared.
Okay, can I ask you one more question?
Come on.
Sure. Real quick. You always remind us about getting to Arizona next. And we know how important it is for you to get justice for your brother. How much does this fall on Arizona law enforcement?
How much
does all this result of this case here and the tragedies here, how much do you feel that Arizona law enforcement agencies need to be, what they did or didn't do? Is that something that you still think of?
Absolutely, they dropped the ball. There's no doubt. Absolutely. But I really don't want to talk a whole lot about that publicly. So, but I mean, I'm just ready to get down there and get Charles squared away too, and get her squared away down in Arizona.
I'd like to see her extradited real soon.
Like in an hour. That would be great.
Jerry, what do you got to say?
Where do you go? Your turn.
Well, once again, they got the bitch, but they got her good this time. And that's pretty much all. I'm not a talker, so.
A man of few words. All right, y'all. We're out of here. We've got several things we've got to do. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for your support. We love y'all.
Thank you.
We will rock.
We will rock you.
Maybe.